To create a new project, we use the Create New Project button located in the top left-hand corner. The first thing that Specify will ask you to perform is to select an existing company in your database. In this example, we see that there is already a company that we have created, or create a new company. By pressing the Next screen which appears, it is the same screen we viewed when we went to create a company in the Customers tab. We can enter the name of the company, as the code is automatically generated, and fill in all the information related to the address, email, or website. We proceed by saving the company and pressing Next. Specify referring to what we set in the options previously, then create a project code automatically, and we can see I can also modify with a different code, with only the name of the project or the alternative. Once I press the Create Project button, the code is generated and is saved in the database, and is no longer editable, and even if the project is deleted, the code will be used by a deleted project. Here we can enter the project title, and we can view the checkbox automatically generate the file is already selected. Doing this enables us to perform the quick creation of a project and file descriptions, and it will use the automatic generation that we have already completed in the settings. Then we can add to this project a sales manager, a designer, or change the closing date of the project. Pressing Next, we see that the project folder is created and that the file with the code is only the code of the project and added at the end. By double-clicking on the file, we are taken to the File screen where we can now create our files. We can see in this screen the file items which are divided into 4 major areas. The first one, on the top left with the yellow background, is the location of all the files we are going to create. The largest central part is where the preview of the selected file is displayed. In the part below the yellow one, we see that there is information related to the selected file. In this case, since no file has been selected, the file information is displayed, while in the part below, which can also be enlarged, shows all the external files that are saved within the project folder. Inside this area, files can be added through the drag and drop method. For example, selecting a folder where I have saved some renderings, then select the files and click and drag and drop the images inside my project. Or I can open the folder with Windows Explorer. Then by pressing this button, opens what is the path to my folder, and here inside I can copy all the files I need. It could be an email that you sent to the client, or PDF that I printed from my project. In short, anything that is not a file in Specify format will then be displayed in this lower part. To create any file using the buttons in the top left corner with a dark blue background. The first is to edit a selected file. The second is to send a support request to our help desk. The third is to import a document. Importing a document into the Systems folder can only be done with files that are in Specify format, i.e. those that have already been created. This can be useful, for example, if you had to import an offer that you made the previous year for another customer. You may already know that for this customer, the contents will be the same, and you do not want to reinsert all the equipment. The offer can be imported from another project folder and then modified later, for example, by changing the name of the customer or changing the date of the offer. To create a file depending on what variation of Specify is installed on the computer, you may have the following buttons. So if you have installed Specify Design with AutoCAD and Revit, you will see both DWG and RVT buttons. If you have only the quoting facilities, you will see only the Offer button, while if you have both Design and Quote, as in this case, all icons will be displayed. To create a new Quote file, you have to click Create a new Offer.